yes, and to be complete.
Oh? What happened? Did Paimon miss something?
Hello, you two. Lessig was just telling.
Perhaps you I'm afraid it was.
Yes.
To be precise, I saw a most exquisite water orb at the entrance of the domain. I was curious if it could rotate. Little did I know that it was the core of this entire domain.
It's not just your fault. I failed in my...
Oh, you mean the big ball of water?
Yes, that's the one. Anyway, after giving it some thought, Lessig has offered to perform some more repairs and but we were concerned he wouldn't be able to handle.
But don't be mistaken. I'm not doing this out of the kindness of my heart.
Oh!
I don't think anyone's buying that anymore, Eula. Though I do right.
Either way, Lessig is going to be in charge of making lunch for everyone today.
Yes, I'll do my.
What was that?
No, I mean, thanks everyone for giving me a chance to redeem.
Very good. But you should conserve your strength. Many parts of the domain...
Seems Adia has a little more pep in her step after finding others to help do the work.
Now that you three are situated, we can focus on what the rest of us... I'll go gather the others. We should get ready to leave as soon as possible.
And there she goes.
Maybe this is how it feels to be.
Where are we going now? We're going to retrieve the last missing component. My working theory is that the director listed on the sign hasn't.
No details slips by our general.
What's a director? A director is a kind of job. The one we're looking for is named Zosimos. Zosimos is responsible for managing everything that happens on the stage. Similar to how Adia is responsible for managing the whole realm.
Wow! Sounds like... The director doesn't get out much. He's almost always cooped up in his treehouse making But I'm trying to remember now. Where is that treehouse of his?
Huh? You don't remember?
Hey, don't forget!
I believe it's that way. Though he might prefer to be alone, given he often has to move stage props, and having a view of the entire stage would be useful. So if I were him, I'd probably pick a tree.
But how do you know which
Simple. The overall layout and
Oh, good point!
quality here.
Where did that blasted automation mechanism go? The male actor standees are here, but where are the feet? Who's that?
Yes, Sosimos! 'Tis I, Idea!
This is a surprise.
Curled up in a fetal position, crying to yourself?
Wow, what a fascinating little creature.
The name's Paimon? And no, Paimon's no mind reader. Just call it an...
It seems everyone shares a similar opinion about...
I knew from the start that a managerial role wasn't for me. But I found my true calling now. As a mascot!
Mascot? Is that a new role?
Okay, enough about me. I'm just here to introduce... And that's why we came to see you. Well,
I do. I'm afraid the incident has caused many malfunctions with the stage mechanisms, and I can no longer put on any performances.
Okay, so you're holding the component ransom till we help you fix the mechanisms, huh?
no. Till we fix the stage.
I'd have thought he wants us to make some more props, no?
You're all forgetting that the majority of his work involves writing scripts. I'll wager that he wants us to edit them.
What has gotten into you all? What sort of person? Although I was hoping that... you're a big group. I have lots of roles.
A show? I want to help. Can we? Can we?
Also, truth be told, I've hit a bit of a roadblock. Suddenly, I got my muse back. I don't know how to explain it, but something about seeing all of you.
Huh? You mean that story you've been stuck on forever?
Yes, really. Just give me a little time, and I'll write it all up. In the meantime, I'll leave things to you, Idea.
Whoa. And he's off.
Zosimos has always wanted to write an epic story about a thief and a maid. Why don't you all take some time for yourselves while I see what I can do? We'll reconvene after...
A director, my friends, is a storyteller. And the key ingredient to every good story is inspiration. The moment I laid eyes on General Sangonomiya, the heroine was the missing piece of the puzzle. The rest of the story flowed... Well,
Director's on...
Let me see. Ah, that's sojourn. It means to stay for a while.
Oh, wait. There's an...
It's okay, Klee. We can go through your lines together if you...
that would be most appreciated, Kaya. I had a feeling about you, actually.
You're too kind. It's all in the script.
Oh, you think so? Well, if I make it as a big-time director, then I can see us working together for the long term.
What can I say?
Great. Fantastic. Now then, please go through your scripts one more time. If you need me for anything, I'll be in the big...
Wonder what the theaters are like here. Let's go check it out while everyone's still...
Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern.
did it go? I put it right here.
Hey, Zosimos! What you up to?
Oh, it's you. Please, come here. Feast your eyes on this.
So, directors have to design this?
Oh, I'm no ordinary director.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Idia has her work cut out for her too, you know. She's my one and only member of the audience. Well, she just says what she thinks. You don't know how to write, or this is getting ridiculous. But even though she's my harshest critic, she's also been my biggest supporter, and I'm very grateful to her. I've always dreamed of being a...
So, what did you do?
Like I said, I dreamed from a young age. Every time I came home after a show. Unfortunately, I couldn't offer much beyond my practical skills. So I ended up spending most of my time as a prop designer and doing a bit of... Don't get me wrong, I do love building the set, but nothing satisfies me more than putting on my very own show.
No wonder you only wrote director on the sign.
Exactly. By the way, could I ask you for your help with something? I'm having trouble...
The one you only just finished
Yeah. After I handed everyone their copies, if it's not here, then it might be in the app. But, I still have some things to do to...
No problem. We'll find it.
If it's useful, I'll take it.
droplet is on the second floor. Let's go have a look. Wow. Looks like the water droplet has been managing them for the direct... Most of them look like works in progress. Then it should be the one that's finished. Oh, this is the only script that fits the bill. Let's go give it to Director Zosimos. Zosimos, we got your script!
Ah, thank you. That's a huge help. I'm running out of time here. There's no way I'll be able to fix everything up perfectly. We may just have to wing it. Anyway, the stage is secondary. The performance is what really matters. Things can always go wrong on stage, but as long as the show goes on, it should be fine.
You don't sound very confident in what you're...
It's true. I realize now that a show is the art of the unknown. Even if you have the same actors performing on the same stage, the performance will be slightly different every time. Those subtle differences are what make each performance special. Okay. One last request. The truth is that my sets are composed in... Now, of course, preprints are really meant for making objects to furnish the domain. But Edea said that if this is what I really want to do...
So that's what you meant earlier. Okay, well, what do you need us to do?
I'd like the Traveler to go into the preprint set and help move props around during the performance. The reason is...
Oh, Paimon gets it now. If you're busy directing, moving the prop...
Yes. I know that I'm no... Even if it really is a half-baked script, with shoddy writing and moment...
Hard to turn a guy down after a speech like...
Thank you. Genuinely, I'm so grateful. Long, long ago, there was a great thief. He lived in a land where the light did not shine, where all suffered in the darkness.
People call me...
Sorry, Kaya. Directly into the microphone, please. Otherwise your voice'll, you know...
Okay. They call me the Dagger Bandit, but no one sees that I rob the rich and give to the poor. Here in the dark, evildoers run rampant in the shadows, while the good, honest folk stumble blindly on, just trying to find a way through.
As the bandit brooded, suddenly the world was inexplicably changed as a single star appeared on the horizon and flew across the sky. Traveler, stomp on that movement mechanism in front of you.
Light. A brief flash, yet enough to illuminate the world. If I can find the source of that light, I can shine it into the darkness, and the people will suffer in blindness no longer.
Without a moment to spare, he set off to follow the star's course. All the while, the star kept moving through the sky. Traveler, the star kept moving through the sky.
Looks like I have to go through the desert. This could get dangerous.
If everything he'd heard was to be believed, the desert ahead was a no-man's land filled with horrors. Worse still, the star had landed in the most difficult-to-reach location, surrounded by sheer cliffs, but he was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
The Dagger Bandit trekked deep into the desert wasteland. Yet when he finally arrived at his destination, he found not a fallen star, but a young girl, dressed in white.
How strange. I'm positive this is where the star landed. Young lady, do you know where the light has gone?
The girl replied,
Traveler from afar, the light you seek is only a bottled flame. But the flame has now died, and its light is long gone.
Bottled flame?
Yes, it was a gift from another.
And so, the girl began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The girl hailed from a kingdom that sat atop the waterfalls. But when the reigning dynasty fell and a new one seized power, she and her people fled for their lives. A thick fog began to fill the air as she made her way through the forest, and dense thickets tried to block her path. There is a mechanism down there that you can press to retract the thicket board below the stage.
If I only had a lamp to guide me through this wretched forest, then I could survive.
With scratches covering her arms and legs, the girl pressed through the pain and made her way forward. The road ahead was arduous, but she was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
But just as she was drawing near her destination, a huge stretch of thorns and brambles suddenly came into view. Despair set in and began to weigh on her heart.
If only someone could help me, I would give anything in return.
The girl's heartfelt wish in her moment of desperation did not go unheard.
Wait! There's no mechanism for the final thicket!
Ugh, I must have forgotten to check those boards.
According to the story, those thickets should be gone from the stage now, right?
Yes, total oversight on my part. Ugh, what a pain.
I can help! Traveler! Cat! It's a Jumpy Dumpty!
The girl's heartfelt wish did not go unheard, for a Jumpy Dumpty, who was passing by, helped to clear a path for her.
Oh, thank you, Jumpy Dumpty.
And so the girl continued her journey deeper into the forest. But what she found there was not a lamp, but a mage glowing with fire. So, just to clarify, it was supposed to be the mage who helped burn a path through the thicket.
Save it for the end, man!
The mage took pity on the girl and handed her a bottle. Then, the mage began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The fiery mage had an adventurous spirit and enjoyed taking long journeys. On one such journey, while taking rest in an oasis, she found a beautiful bottle by a crescent-shaped lake.
Klee, quick, get in the light.
She was an extraordinary mage with the power to grant people their wishes. She turned the bottle into a thing of equally extraordinary power. But the only place that it could make wishes come true was inside of the bottle.
Oh me, oh my! Look at this wonderful bottle of mine! It could make a fine toy. But better still, a sojourner's home.
The fiery mage blew into the bottle, allowing it to grant one single wish outside its glass walls.
Oh, am I supposed to blow into it? Wow, it lit up!
A flame was kindled within the bottle, and it began to glow a fiery red, just like the mage herself. After the mage finished telling her story, she disappeared, leaving only the bottle behind.
A magic bottle that can grant wishes. And I wish to leave this place and go somewhere where no one will ever find me again.
And then, the bottle seemed to softly inquire.
I don't know.
The flame in the bottle faded as the girl's single wish was granted, and she found herself in the middle of the desert, far away, where no one could ever find her. When the Dagger Bandit listened to her story, he sighed in disappointment that the flame with the power to grant wishes outside of the bottle had already died.
But this doesn't make sense. If it truly granted my wish, then nobody should have been able to find me here.
Maybe they shouldn't. The desert is difficult and dangerous to navigate, but I was determined to make it, no matter what.
Then take this bottle with you for your trouble. It may be able to grant you your wish, though sadly, only within the confines of the bottle itself.
All I wish for is light.
Honoring the bandit's request, the girl wished for light inside the bottle, and sure enough, it lit up. They found that while the light was only generated within, it could nonetheless shine through the glass and reach anywhere in the outside world.
Even though it doesn't burn as brilliantly as the light that shone before, this is still an extraordinary light. What will you do after I take the bottle?
I don't know.
Well, then maybe you should come back with me.
With no reason to refuse, the girl accompanied the Dagger Bandit back to the land where the light did not shine. They brought light to that place, and the darkness was dispersed, and they lived happily ever after.
And we're done! Seems the show went pretty well. Mr. Honorary Knight! Didn't I do great? I felt like I... Wow, great costume, Klee! As soon as Paimon saw your shadow, she thought straight away, what a cute hat! Klee loves it! Thanks, Mr. Zosimos! Oh, wait, no!
Mr. Director? Ha! No one's ever...
Miss Dia said that she tailored it a little bit so it would fit.
Yeah, that's amazing! And it sounds like Adia did a great job too!
It was nothing really. Just one of those, oh no, what?
Sewing is an art in its own right. You're more talented than you give yourself credit for, Adia.
Really? Oh, I'm just gonna go for a second. Please, chat amongst yourselves.
She gets embarrassed so easily.
Idia's a sensitive person and doesn't have a whole lot of self-confidence. I hope all the excitement hasn't brought her to tears.
Don't worry. I'll go make sure she's okay.
So, what did you all think of the play? Any thoughts?
Uh-oh. Time to get serious.
Oh, absolutely. I had the courage to ask, didn't I? So, don't...
Okay, Paimon will go first. So, the dialogue at the beginning was pretty good, but it ran out of steam as the story went on. Paimon could tell that you ran... The characters were honestly a little bit ridiculous. Paimon did...
Yes, all very good points, Paimon. I would add that in its attempt to pay tribute to the series 1000 Nights, all semblance...
Miss Dia,
Oh, you know, I return like the tide.
Huh. Especially when it has to do with critic...
But there was one thing I liked about it. Just one, mind you. The story had a good ending. You think so? I thought I was letting him off light.
Adia, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Excuse me for a moment. Back to you, Paimon. Keep up the good criticism.
Okay, in that case, Paimon did have one of...
Let's hear it. Taking criticism on the chin is all...
The ending was all wrong. The girl's motives were clear and simple the whole way through. It was kind of And doesn't anyone else find it weird how her whole community was on the run? But she was...
I'm fine. I'm not going to improve without feedback. I also learned a lot this time with the chance to be off stage.
What a great attitude. You don't seem upset.
I wouldn't say I'm completely unaffected, but you're only speaking the truth. They're all very valid points.
Still, now that Paimon thinks about it, you did finish the script in a bit of a rush. Maybe...
That's perfectly fine. We all use our imaginations when we're kids, right? I used to play with dolls and my own cardboard cutouts. Fast forward to now, and in many ways, I'm still that same little kid. Lying on his bed. Of course, a director can accomplish nothing without a cast and crew. So on that note, I want you to...
Hey, don't mention it!
Okay, here, take this.
it's the bottle from the show.
That's right. Can you guess the
Oh, maybe there's an...
bingo! You...
That should do the trick. Oh, wait, this needs tightening up a little. Hold on.
This outfit's more fashionable than I imagined.
Excuse me, everyone. Do you have a moment? Especially you, Zosimos. Idia wants to do...
A dream come true.
Yes. She said that as useless as she is, she wants to do something for you. Her words, not mine. I have to disagree, though. I have never thought of Idia as a useless person.
How is this suddenly... If everybody is ready, then I'd like to invite tonight's male lead to take the stage. Ta-da!
Cool! Kaya's turned into the...
How is me changing outfits supposed to make the director's day? It's just a prototype costume. Is he that easy?
Don't be silly. If I know our director, nothing will make him happier than to see his ideas brought to life by the right actor.
Well, then I'm happy to oblige. Who am I to argue with...
Zosimos drew up countless designs and made a few prototypes before landing on this one. It just needed some tailoring to fit properly, so I made a few stitches here and there.
Oh, it's... Oh, I'm so tired.
How are you doing? Recovered?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you again.
Oh, please, don't mention it. Well, now that we have the final component, it's time to say goodbye for now. Let's head to the core of the Veluria Mirage and get this place fixed up.
Can I keep wearing my costume?
Please do, by all means. Both of you can keep your costumes. It seems only fair.
Yay! Kaya, keep wearing...
I agree with our mage.
Sure. I think I can be a bandit for a little longer.
Bye-bye, Mr.
Take care, my dear friends.
Oh, Eula and Kale! You got back before us!
Yes. Idia had the water droplet send us a message just as the...
How is Lessig? He finished all the maintenance work, but it took a lot out of him.
Oh,
Consider it his atonement.
if you say so. Okay, without further ado...
Isn't this where we first met?
Correct! The core of the Veluria Mirage is the largest streaming project...
Whoa, so everything we've seen is created by this?
So, to fix it, same process as usual, right?
Exactly!
It's hard to forget after doing it.
Let's get going!
Yay!
The hub consists of these components. All you need to do is place them onto the foundation in the right shape.
The right shape? But we've never seen what it looks like.
Oh, don't worry about it. Close enough will do. As long as it can spin, it'll be fine. Should be...
We did it!
But why isn't it turning?
The components are back in the core, and the hub... That's all we needed to do. Like any wound, it just needs time to heal. It'll probably just start turning again.
Really? I thought that with your special...
What?
Huh?
of us are dying to see it. Not just how the domain looks when it's...
I want to see Adia using her magic powers to... what are you guys talking about? And how is
They're referring to our mascot's true form.
As I've said all along, there's much more to Adia than she gives herself credit for.
Did you notice right away, General?
So our general was the first to notice.
I'd say the same about you, Kaya.
What the? All of you? It's just... For people who stumble upon this place by accident, I think my current form is more approachable than...
What? What is it? And whatever it is, how the heck does everyone...
Well, for one thing, I sensed elemental energy in the residents here. Then my mind started to wander as I was reading a storybook. And suddenly, I had a
You hit the nail on the head. All right, in that case... I am an Oceanid who was exiled here when the former Hydro Archon passed away.
Wow.
Now that I'm in my true form...
You look stunning. You should be flaunting the...
Oh, come on.
Wait. So does this mean that all...
I'm guessing that the human counterparts to these Hydro alter egos are long gone.
That's right. When they wanted to leave, the components are in fact gifts that they gave to me, but I'm always curious about what brings people here.
the power to grant wishes. But
Exactly.
It's a truly extraordinary light.
I've just realized something. When the components fell from the core, it appeared as if it was after the components landed where they did that there...
So now that the components have...
Don't worry, they'll be quite safe. However much we might criticize each other or get into scuffles.
I had so much fun in the choo-choo cart. Me neither. I'll always remember.
Very good. But
This one's all yours, Adia.
Huh? Huh? That's strange. Oh, crumbs! Not now! Oh. Someone get me a bottle!
You're already...
What now? This was the old... Yes, General Sangonomi?
If it's okay with you, would you let me borrow...
Ah, the Shinro cat. Here!
Wow! It's the relic that Kokomi mentioned earlier!
It was once a ritual vessel used for making offerings in the Moon Shrine. It's made from the remains of a yokai called the Shinki. Several centuries ago, the relic was lost when the last prefect of Yashiori died in battle. The pearl that goes with it should be able to sense the casket's location. But when, unbeknownst to it...
Well, imagine it was a sound instead of light. If the room is too big, you...
Oh! I get it now.
I understand now, too. The core has been wearing...
To get back to the story, without the offerings at the shrine, yet countless people who have visited this domain brought their...
Wow! I never...
It is powerful enough to...
But...
It's simple. We just need to... For example... And my wish is to use my critical thinking and strategy.
Me? My wish is that all those who have sojourned to the Valurian Mirage in the past, even though I know full well that trying to build a railway in the outside world, and I know that Zosimos has a lot of improving to do as a playwright, despite all of that, somehow, someday...
Okay, the combined power of our hopes and dreams is at your disposal.
been fixed.
Come on, hurry! Yay! Dia, you're back to...
Everyone's praise and curious questions went to my head. I said so many things I'm so ashamed of, and
Please don't say that.
Yeah, and you weren't granting wishes for yourself. I have friends like that too. Other people's hopes and dreams are what motivate them. They'll work tirelessly just to see them smile. If you ask me, that's one of the...
please, no more praise. I'm really not comfortable with it. It makes me feel someone like me doesn't...
Well, at least the domain is fixed now. And
What's the matter, Clay?
I suddenly have loads and loads of more wishes. Is there a way to get up?
There is a way, but there's only space...
That's okay. I can go up by myself. But it'd be more fun with Mr. Honorary. Are we sure about this? What happens if we fall off? Well, yeah, but...
Don't worry, I'll be there to make sure no one falls off.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
to bring Kaya and the others up here.
Sure thing. Whenever people have to leave this domain, I like to come up here and spend some time alone after I've seen them out. They're always overjoyed when they first arrive, but once they realize that they can't take anything home with them, they get upset.
Do you ever get sad, Idia?
I feel lonely at times, but a lot of people destroy everything they created before leaving. But some don't. Like, before they left, they asked me to make replicas of themselves using hydroidolins. Then they That's... Yeah. I don't know how they're faring in the outside world, but just the thought that one day they might achieve their dreams, it feels like I'm here waiting for them in the future, where they've achieved... I just think that every dream, every wish, is like a flame in a bottle. Whether someone is still working towards their dream, or as long as whenever they think back to that spark of light within them, it still makes them smile fond.
Well, I feel super happy right now.
Then I guess I finally paid Alice back after all these years.
Time for Paimon to give you a nickname.
How dare you mock me! I'm still embarrassed to have shown you my uglier side. But I'm glad the Valorium Mirage is up and running again.
Yep. I want to get everyone together for one